So now Vergil Ortiz is saying that he's prioritizing a championship over being a superstar. Now the manager Rick Merrigan is saying something different, and at the end of the day, he just don't seem confident. And you see this go on a lot amongst fighters. When it's convenient, it's about the belts. When it's convenient to duck somebody, it's about the belts. When the belt sanctioned belt bodies want you to fight a killer or people want to see unification, oh, it ain't about the belts. I ain't got the money. So for him, he's saying that, oh, I don't want to be a superstar in boxing scene. It was on boxing.com. Oh, I don't want to be a superstar. I want to be, I'm about the belts and the blood, sweat, and tears of the belts. I want to look on the wall and, see my work and know I put the work in. Now it's about a belt. He been a pro 9 years. And the thing about it is, going on 10 in July, you trying to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence ain't got no belt. If it's about the belts, you could be fighting Bakaram Mazaliev, and that could shut a lot of people up. But he's fighting Josh Kelly in a couple weeks. Sabril Matias fighting this Saturday. I'm gonna watch it. But he fighting Josh Kelly when you could have got in there and got a belt. But then it's the 10-pound rehydration clause. Fondora, I get it. He didn't drop the belt, dropped this belt, did this, that, and the third. We definitely understand the frustration with Sebastian Fondora. He don't hide his hoish ways. Okay? So, who else is out there? Obviously, he tried to press Xander Zayas, who got a fight coming up pretty soon. He tried to press him. Didn't work. He fighting a German guy in the unification bout. And this is why I don't like the multiple belt thing, man, because, if you get an opportunity, you gotta go through the opportunities that you got in front of you. And that's the fact. And a lot of these guys don't want to go through the opportunities. They don't want to go through the hoops and be great. But, cheating yourself around greatness to find a scenic group, you know what I'm saying? You ain't going to be fulfilled doing that, and you ain't going to be the fighter that you should be. But he's just showing now it's about a belt when it comes to boots. It's not about being a superstar. Now it's not about fighting in, big fights and glorified fights that can do the profile. Now it's about the belts. Well, you had 9 years going on 10 right now to get those belts. And this just let you know he don't want to go through with the fight. And that's a shame. Because right now, most people like me feel like as a professional fighter, he's more proven than Jaron Ennis. And it's a good time to be able to clip those wings, especially with Canelo kind of leaving the throne up to grab. You might as well go grab it. You might as well go grab it. You got an opportunity with Boots in front of you, Fondora in front of you, Mazaliev in front of you. Xander Zayas is a good fight for you. If you can clip Fondora and Zayas and go up to 60, ain't nobody at 60 gonna be there. You can reign at 60 and make history, to be real with you, and everybody be chasing you. But as of right now, it's just a lot of bitch talk being talked from them. The manager ain't making it no better. Oh, he's going to be the next star, the face of the sport. He just said he don't want to be the face of the sport. Get on the same cue, the same, code. You saying he won't be the face of the sport. He saying he don't care about being a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, damn, bro, y'all doing all this to avoid Boots. And then, when they faced off, I think Robert Garcia was like, oh, he was so big and all this type of stuff. They saying stuff that, at the end of the day, it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. Get to work. He's talking about I was in camp 4 months for the Lubin fight. You shouldn't be in camp 4 months. I don't even remember really seeing Vergil Ortiz even ever being out of shape for real. So you shouldn't even be in camp in 4 months, bro. That's why you got rhabdomyolysis. You see, that dude, Aaron the plumber got rhabdomyolysis. Did y'all see that? He fasting and working out. Like, what is y'all problem? Like, literally, what is y'all problem? Like, you can do a fasted workout, but it has to be in the morning. You don't want to do extreme, like outside of the morning, when your body's replenishing at its strongest, when you wake up in the morning, you can do a fasted workout after that. Before that, you don't have to eat nothing because your body's already replenished. But if you in the middle of the day, you 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll say 2, 3, 4, 5, you gotta put something in that system, especially if you're talking about endurance. You doing hard training, you know what I'm saying? You doing, distance and all that, man. People is crazy, bro. People is crazy. If you a bigger person, you got fat to burn, you might can get away with it a smidget. Everybody want to be like, well, fasting is the way. Fasting is, if you do it the right way, it's cool. But it's what you put in your body. That's the key to it. But for the most part, yeah, 4-month training camp for Lubin, bro, you probably needed 2, unless you coming off a fat camp. But just more and more talk. And then at the end, he talks about, will the fight happen? And he says, it still can happen. It's not saying, it's definitely going to happen and all of this. But then you turn around and the Boost fight don't happen and you fight somebody for a non-title, then it's just hypocrisy. So you got to fight a title holder, or find a way to fight for a title at this weight or another weight. And it just continues to show you why. I was listening to Tom Business Sports and Entertainment. He was talking about, well, NBC chose to put darts. They chose to put darts on over boxing. And this is why. A very financially doable fight, a fight they should be easily able to do financially. Neither one is pay-per-view superstars. Neither one is doing groundbreaking gate numbers. Neither one is all-stars or even made an all-NBA, all-NFL team or the Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying? And neither one of them made that, right? And you can't get a simple fight done. This is why networks don't want to do something, do nothing. These fighters want high dollar and they haven't done nothing to deserve high dollar. When it come to making a 1 + 1 fight equal 2, they make it complicated. They make it arithmetic. They make it trigonometry. This is why they opting to show darts over the sport of boxing. And it's comical because this fight should be a very easy, a very doable fight. It shouldn't cost a bunch of money. You shouldn't want all this. And this is the problem with boxing. They want to be overcompensated for doing what they supposed to do. They killing the sport because you don't want to fight. If you don't want to compete, why be in boxing? Go do something else. I don't understand. If you don't want to compete and give the fans what they want to see, why do it? And then these networks paid all this money for these fights and they don't live up to the bill. They're anticlimactic. Nothing fruitful happens. Everybody fight like they scared to lose. Nobody fighting with reckless abandon. Nobody trying to win. Everybody's trying not to lose. This is why boxing isn't on major network television no more. The major networks divested their money away from the sport of boxing. This is why. A simple fight that should be made between 2 fighters in their primes right now, who can spawn a rivalry for years to come, that can stack money on top of money, on paper on top of paper, they can't get it done. They cannot get it done. As simple as it is, they cannot get it done. This is truly loony. This is truly loony, bro. Truly loony. And he came up with all these excuses. Well, this and that and dirt. And I just want the belts. And I don't bro, you had all this time to get the belts, bro. All this time you had to get the belts. And ultimately, he's going to let shit pass him by. And the manager saying, he going to be the face. He's saying, I don't want to be the face, superstar boxing, and this, that, and the third. Bro, this is comical, dog. And we talking about a guy who can't sell out a family dinner, at a food truck convention. Like, this is insane. This is insane. And you always get this one guy willing to fight, the other guy not willing to fight. And it's when they ask, is it going to happen? It still can happen. Like, bro, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. This is boxing, bro. This is why They choose to put darts on over boxing. And, you know, and people got, you know, ask, you got to be a rhetorical question why you asking why. This is a joke. This is truly a fucking joke, man. Honestly, it's truly a joke, man. A fight that should be happening, should be made, you know what I'm saying? They refuse to do it. And T.O., he scratched and clawed not to fight Shakur Stevenson. These guys don't want to fight, man. It's crazy. You get into boxing not to compete. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. You can find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Join the Patreon. Peace.